Like we've been here before. Yep. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Sacramento Kings here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Here's Westbrook. And the rejection by Embiid. And they get it back. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Mirotic. Over Favors. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley. It's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Inside. And no good that time. Good D by Embiid. And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
And that one, good.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Pass to Westbrook. Trying to find Hernangomez. To him. Good D by Embiid.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. And doing their best to maximize possessions. Just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
To the paint. To halt the run. And Sabonis lays it up and in.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college, so him working inside, that's a good sign. You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
Now here's Paul. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Paul's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul. Pass to Embiid. It's up a 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Dave Yeager in his 3rd season with the Kings. Before that, 9 seasons, Brent, in Memphis, with 3 of those being the Grizzlies head coach.
Yeah, an interesting end to his time in Memphis as things just kind of went awry between him and management. But the personnel decisions is what it came down to. And he has a fresh start in Sacramento with a very young, very energetic team that needs some direction. Maybe Dave Yeager, the guy to get the job done. Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That'll be his second foul of the game. To the inside. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Sacramento has possession. 7-point differential. Pass to Fareed. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Just 3 to shoot. Count that one.
More power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
Rubio outside. Pass to Lure. Shoots from the baseline. The shot's good. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Here's Rubio. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Rubio's got his first basket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's the three. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Lure wide open. He shoots it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And the Kings not just rebuilding the roster, Brett, but also the franchise's reputation.
Well, agents and executives in the past year have been a little frustrated with the fickle leadership coming from the Sacramento Kings. And, you know, eventually those perceptions matter.
Rubio misses. Westbrook scanning the floor. To the wing on the left. Corner shot. Good ball movement here by the Kings. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Tries yet again. For 3. Booker. The shot. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And it's Mario Chalmers with the 3. Chalmers has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And the basket by Olynyk.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Rubio misses. Down low. Fareed. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
All keyed right.
He got it!
Oh, man!
Wow. He caught it!
This is what you got to do.
Woo. OMG. That's how you silence a crowd.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers lead by 9. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
Makes it off the glass. Lynn's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Sacramento.
Even with the defense all over him, Lynn buries the J. Outstanding concentration on those kinds of shots. And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
At the top of the key, Embiid. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Embiid got 6 points.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Inside, Embiid with the steal.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure two there.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Lynn to the left wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Kings trailed by 9. Lynn looking it over. Pass to Hernangomez. Outside, Lynn. Second shot opportunity. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Pass to Hernangomez. And here is Mirotic. And stolen by Chalmers. Here's Paul. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, you just have to be careful when you're guarding Chris Paul. He's very, very clever getting to the free throw line.
And he can't hit the second. Let's talk about team defense, Brent. To develop trust, it seems like guys have got to communicate on the floor.
I talk to my friends often who ask me about playing an NBA game and playing defense. They first start with saying that I didn't play any, but the second thing we get to, Kevin, is talking about really how intricate good defenses can be. You talk about communication, that's one thing, but throughout the course of the season, you build so much sweat equity on defense and trust by knowing that somebody's going to be behind you, hearing that voice consistently, but positions on the floor where you almost develop play sets as a defensive team. Now, when you reach that level, that's the upper echelon, but that's when it really gets fun to be down on that end, to shut a team down, to keep a crowd quiet. Defense always begins with great communication.
So many things, rotations and playing angles, and having the guy in back, you know what you can do well, what you can't do well if you're ahead of him.
Well, that, Kevin, and also great teams who are adaptable to make changes on the fly. All of a sudden, a dead ball, coach calls out a different coverage. You want to mess up the team's rhythm on the other end, and 5 guys, they snap to it and can carry out that defensive assignment in one play call. That's great defense.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Burks' shot is good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Favors. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Mirotic. To the middle. Here's Arcidiacono. And another three for Sacramento.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
.40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Middleton. The numbers in their favor. And that one's good by Favors. Favors has got 10 points.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light them up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Mirotic. 6 to shoot. Here's Arcidiacono. That three off the mark. And that concludes the first half. 70. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Middleton. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. Pass to Favors. Here's Gortat. Kicks it out to Paul. This one for three. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And he comes up with the deuce. Gortat's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
Rise and fire, the aggressive mindset from Bradley, helping his teammates stay engaged.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Back to Sabonis. And he overshot that one, missing. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Will it go? Here's Westbrook. Pass to Sabonis. No good that time. Gortat with the defensive effort.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Sabonis with the ball. Covered by Rubio. Outside Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Sabonis. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Sabonis has got 6.
Sabonis, a confident scorer on that play right there. Once he's got the ball in his hands in that area, he's looking to shoot.
And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope, we may see his role evolve over the next few years.
The 76ers leading by 8. A 3 from Bradley. Out to the right wing. Olynyk has the open look. Back to Lin. Gortat with the steal. Here's Favors. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Second chance effort. And it's Lin with the rebound. The Kings trail by 10. Works for 3. Favors with the rebound. Philadelphia with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Gortat wide open. He fires. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Goes back up. Outside, Lin. Now back to Nwaba. Works for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Brooks has got it back down to within single digits for the Kings. Rubio looking it over. Gortat inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Gortat's got 7 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Right side, Lin. Count that one. 9 points in the game so far.
And Lin is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
The Kings trail by 9. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Lin. The shot comes out. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Back to Lin. A second chance effort. Missed inside. Here's Lure. But he gets it back. To the inside. And the miss. And so it's the Philadelphia. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Kings trail by 9. Westbrook with it. And the rejection by Embiid. They recover it. Back to Westbrook. The Kings need to get off a shot here. The shot's good from Fareed.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
And Fareed sends it back.
And the swat by Fareed was vicious, stalking his prey.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. Fourth quarter, and it's closing time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Outside Mirotic. Wants to get it to Fareed and does. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. The Kings making a switch here. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the paint. That one is good from Joel Embiid. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you. And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
It's just a master class when Chris Paul has the ball. Great at orchestrating the offense and right there finding his teammate. Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Brent, last season the league cut back on timeouts. Are you hearing any other ideas of how to reduce the duration of some of these games?
There was also the idea last year where they put it into place where right after the second quarter ended, they put you on a 15-minute clock in between halftime.
It started immediately.
And I thought that that was ideal. So if you're at a game and you get to see the dog jumping through the hula hoop.
Which you love.
I love it.
I know.
It's only going to last the 7 or 8 minutes before the teams come back out. And I thought last year that helped the game speed along. And I think they sped up last year, if I'm not wrong, Kevin, by about 3 minutes time.
I'm glad when you go out there and balance the dishes on your head. That's always been so fun to watch.
There's only one red panda, Kevin.
I know. The offensive rebound. Pass to Arcidiacono. Down low. And stolen by Booker. Tries a three. And Jackson with the block.
How about Jackson getting up and spiking that one away?
Offensive rebound. Embiid, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 11.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Inside. Here's Fareed. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lynn's shot is off.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. Sacramento making a switch here. Embiid with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. In the corner, Bradley with it. Off the left rim and out.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lynn. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lynn, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
And he makes the first. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep. Players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Philadelphia.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
First one falls for him.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Stolen by Chalmers. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. And so Chalmers nails both of them. And it's the Kings with the ball. It's an 18-point game. The kick out to Westbrook. Mirotic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Derek Favors.
And you don't want to jump on a pump fake like that. As soon as Mirotic fooled him, he was done.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Favors. Here's Rubio. Another miss by Philadelphia. To the inside. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires from deep. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which